Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. It is Thursday night. Nope, it's Wednesday night and we're in Ames, Iowa. Hang on, we have to check our video and our sound. I have sound and I have video, yay. So we're here in Ames because we're here for Josh's graduation. We're gonna get Josh to come up. Come here, Josh. He wasn't gonna let it get away with it that easy. So hang on. Here's Josh. Here's who I made the card for that he didn't look at. So anyways, he's going to go sit back down. Leah's going to pan the audience. We have some of his friends here and John.
He's a friend too.
Yeah, John is Leah's fiance. Then we have my mom here too. So anyways, here we are. We are going to, well, let's go down to the table. And first I'm going to show you what we have coming up. So on Saturday, we are doing our, what are we doing? Our Simply Stamping class. So there's two of our cards. And this is a totally different setup, so hopefully it doesn't go awry. And that's card number 3, and that's card number 4, and then that's card number 5. So with this class, you could have ordered the complete set, or you could order the paper-only kit. With the complete set, you're getting the stamps, and we're doing actual stamping. So in this class, we're doing a lot of brush blending and then actual stamping, or you could use your stamps that you have at home. So that is on Saturday at 8:30. Right after that, we are gonna do a quick comment sold. It's not gonna be as long as our last one. And because I'm in Iowa, I don't have as much time to get stuff ready, so I kind of told Becky and Brian it's going to be Becky and Brian's choice of stuff that has been sitting in the warehouse that they think we should throw into comment sold. So who knows what we're going to have on Saturday. So, and that's going to be following class, so that will be at approximately 9:45 or so. Oh, we got one more person joining us. Hi, Grace. Everybody say hi, Grace. Hi, Grace. So anyways, this is our Fun Time Thursday horizontal. So this is next week Thursday's class, in which we are doing this horizontal Z-fold. So that's our horizontal banded Z-fold. Then we have our fancy label, and instead of doing it the vertical format like this, we are doing it horizontal with a gift card inside. And then we have our triple tier slider, and that we are doing as a horizontal format also. So that's next week Thursday. There's kits available for next week Thursday and for this Saturday. And the project that we're doing tonight, we are doing the Gnome Magic card. So that's the Gnome Magic card here. I'm going to show my audience. That's what you're making. Oops. So that's the magic card. So we have kits. In the kit, I think they all opened their kit because they're very anxious to get started. So in the kit is the instructions, and then there is the printed gnome. There's an envelope, so put your envelope aside. There is the acetate with the printed gnome. And in this kit, this is an individual kit, it already has stuff taped. There's a 5-count kit available also that doesn't have as much taping done to it. We did it to make it easier on everybody. We pre-taped. And then the window. And then also you have words, because you have word choices. Those you can set aside, you won't need till the end. You have a green strip that you can set aside because you won't need that until the end. You have 2 pink strips. So with the pink strips, you want to set the wider one aside with the words. So the wide pink strip set aside. Then you also have a slider die cut, which is this thing, and that in this kit, in the individual kit, it comes pre-taped on the top and bottom and on the back. In the 5-count kit, you get this printed out and you actually have to cut it out yourself and assemble it. So in the 5-count kit that's available, this stuff isn't like pre-taped, and you actually have to cut this piece out. So, and then we also have our window overlay, which is green, and then we have another pink overlay. So we are going to start with, let's see, we're going to start with 3 pieces, or actually more than 3 pieces. We're going to start with the printed one, which is that. And I'm not used to doing it down here plus out there, so you guys have to bear with me going back and forth. And then we have our printed gnome, and then also our thin pink strip and our circle. So we're going to start with those 4 pieces. You're going to start first, and there's tape on here. You're going to take the backing off. Oops. So take the backing off, and I'm going to hold it up to my audience in a minute. But you're going to start at the very bottom and line up your gnome and then attach him at the top. So you guys are going to start at the bottom, right here, line him up, and then he'll attach. Leah, here's yours. You can just take that one. Okay. So you're going to line up your gnome starting at the very bottom. Now with the magic card, this doesn't, and I can't see over my new camera. Okay.
Sarah, is it okay that it goes over one of the flowers?
Yes, that's fine. So the question was, is it okay that it goes over the flowers? So in the original kit, you just get blank paper and you get acetate. The acetate you're going to stamp with StazOn, and then you're going to stamp the same image on your white sheet. I pre-did that for you, and I pre-colored it in, and I pre-added the flowers. So I did all of that for you. But when you're doing it for placement, you kind of want to make sure that he lines up in the window. So now we have that. We have it attached at the top. And now we're going to cut around the acetate. So we're going to cut totally flush with the acetate. And I'm going to do it because they're doing it too. I got to find a scissors. Hang on. I do have a scissors here. So you're going to cut just totally flush with the acetate. You got them all going, Leah?
Yep.
Leah's my Vanna. She's showing them. So you're going to cut flush. And yeah, this is a little bit closer up than you guys normally get, which I don't know if you like that or not. So we're going to cut totally around. Usually I just kind of do my own thing. Now I have to make sure that other people are doing their things too. And I don't know, has anybody done card making? Well, Josh has.
Not like this.
Nope, okay. So they're all newbies here. Making a magic card. And I'm going to have to show them how to use the tape gun too. So we're using the ATG. So I'm just going to show them really quick off camera. Well, actually, I'm just going to show them on camera. So if you guys want to look up here, this is a tape gun. This is an ATG. You're going to set it down, pull the trigger, pull it towards you. Oops, this one went awry. Let go of the trigger and pull straight back like you're elbowing somebody. Okay? But don't elbow the person behind you.
We don't condone violence.
Yeah, we don't condone violence. Hang on, my tape gun went awry. Good thing I had the defective tape gun.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the tape does come out where the brown paper is, and this roller has to be totally flat. So you can practice if you want to on any of the pieces of paper. So set it down, pull the trigger, pull it towards you. Oops, my tape gun is screwing up.
I mean, I know
Hang on, I have to rethread my tape gun. I had a defective
I'll
tape
sit down
gun.
and straight as cut down I've ever done in my life.
Okay, we're getting there. Good thing Sarah had the defect.
Oh, just practice.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, set it down, pull the trigger. All right, now I've got my tape gun working. All right, so now,
So do we get videos of the graduation, Sarah?
Oh, no videos of the graduation, right? No. Actually, it's live streaming, so if you really want to watch it, you can watch it, but I will probably be crying and won't be videotaping it. Well, I don't know what I'll be doing. I don't know. So, anyways, so now you guys are going to attach this pink strip. Gets attached flush to the very top edge of your gnome piece. So very flush to the very top edge, and then your circle gets attached to the back, but a little bit more than halfway down. So a little bit less than half is showing.
Sarah, what time
The
is
thin
it?
pink, yep.
What time is Saturday?
Saturday is at 8:30 a.m. Central Time,
Thank you.
and then comments sold will be about 9:45 or so.
Oh, no, a little bit.
So, flush to the very top. Flush to the very top. And then the pink one, yep, pull back like you're elbowing somebody. Just not my daughter.
Is Josh going to teach? That's the question, Josh.
Josh, are you teaching after this?
Probably at some point.
Maybe at some point.
He said at some point. So he's doing a fellowship in Rhode Island
Yeah.
from September to December. Then hopefully to Madison where he's closer to home. So anyways, now we have our gnome acetate attached to our gnome cardstock, and it has our pink strip at the very top and our circle attached to the back. And everybody's doing good? Okay, so that's where we're at. So now the next pieces that we're gonna pull out are our die cut, which is this piece. And then also our pink circle. Now the pink circle is not functional to the magic card working. I just added it as an extra pink layer. So we need to add it to the inside.
Tape across the circle, Sarah? Is that what you said?
Not yet, don't
Not
tape,
yet.
yep. We're gonna tape, what we're gonna do, not yet, don't do it yet. I'm just gonna talk first and then I'm gonna, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our pink circle down on our placemat in front of us, okay? And the bump side, now you guys probably all know this on camera, but these guys don't know this. The bump, when you're feeling on here, one side has like a bump on it and the other side has an indent. The bump is the inside. So when we attach these two pieces together, the bump side is gonna go down. So they're gonna attach like that. So bump side down. So now we're gonna put tape just on the very outer edges of our pink circle, and then we're gonna look at it through the circle and attach the pink one to the inside. So Leah, here's your little demo. Oh, you got one. Okay, forget it. So just tape around the very outer edges of our pink, and don't tape around the circle, tape around the square edges. So the very outer edges of the piece of paper. Because if you tape it too much to the inside, then it ends up being seen through the window. So tape on the very outer edges.
I was thinking.
Oh, the pull circle.
Yes.
So Kathleen, what was the question again? Does tape go on the,
Tape across the circle, and she meant the pull circle.
oh, yeah. Kathleen, tape on the pink circle and it attaches to the back. Okay, so when I did the circle, I put tape on half the circle and then I attached it to the back.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, misunderstood that one.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so now that I have tape around my outer edges, I'm just gonna kind of look through there, make sure it's lined up in the window, and attach it. And again, this step is totally not functional to the magic card. It's just to give an extra layer.
I'm sorry.
So now we're gonna turn over our magic card die cut. So you should be looking at it with the pink circle up, and it kind of forms a T with your belly. Everybody has their T with their belly. Now you're gonna hold on, yep, T with your belly.
Okay.
You're going to hold your acetate and your cardstock, and you're going to separate your acetate from your cardstock with your forefinger. And you're going to be looking at him upside down. Then you are going to slide him on the bottom of your T. So slide him on the bottom of your T. And you're going to slide it just up to the score. It might slide past that score, but just slide it just up to the score. Now hang on, I do have one, my demo one here that shows my scores. So slide it up to the score, but stop it. And then you can actually fold it up, and then turn it over and look at it. And then if you pull up on your pink pull tab, you should see him turn colors. So that's why it's called a magic card. So now we're going to turn it back over face down. So turn him back over face down, and you should be looking at this.
Oh, closed.
Yep, closed. I'm going to go to my actual one. So we turn it over face down. Now, in the kit, you have this little slider thing. So this is what it slides up and down on, and this is what will actually stop it from pulling out of the top. Sometimes I do a colored one. I forgot to do that, so we kind of highlighted it yellow, but I'm not sure with the camera if it's showing up that yellow. A little bit. Okay, so in the individual kit, we pre-taped these for you just to make it easier in a big group setting, because I did these with 50 people at a time. So we just pre-tape them. In the 5-count kit, you don't get that luxury. You actually have to cut it out, and then you're going to form a paper loop. Now yours is pre-done for you if you're doing the individual kit, or these guys here. But to make your paper loop, you just kind of fold the piece of paper around it, and that makes a paper loop that slides up and down. And you attach that with tape, but we already pre-did that for you. So you're going to take the tape off the top and the bottom, and you're going to attach it in the upper right-hand corner. So it's flush in the upper right-hand corner down to the bottom. So it's flush in the upper right-hand corner.
On the right flap? Yeah.
On the right flap.
Gotcha.
So flush in the upper right-hand corner of the right flap. And then the little slidey thing, you put all the way at the bottom, and you kind of center it left to right. So the little slider thing, you center left to right. Now,
So
Mom, do you have a-
Sarah Marion Phillips says, how was the bike ride? Well, that's still coming
oh,
up.
the bike ride's coming up June 20th through the 27th. We still have lots of training to do for that bike ride. Right, Josh?
July.
Have you started training, Josh?
He's been a little preoccupied.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, can I use one of your pens?
Sure.
So yeah, the bike ride is coming up
just that.
June. So anyways, right now we're gonna end up taking off this tape. You make sure your little slider thing is at the very bottom, centered. Pull that off and then fold it over, and it's gonna attach to right here. So fold this piece over. So they're taking that off, yep. Folding it over, make sure the little slider thing's at the bottom, then fold it over.
The bulk of the fold should still be up towards us, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
Not the indent.
right, the bump, yep.
And then close.
Yep, so we're closing it. And now we can actually turn it over and try it again. And now this time he shouldn't pull out. Like he'll stop because the little stop thing's attached to his back. And now we have one last thing to do to close this guy up. We're going to put tape down the left-hand side. Yep, left-hand side. Just down the side. Don't put it around. Just put it right down the left-hand side. One line of tape, and then you're just going to fold it in to close it up.
What did you call this kind of tape again?
ATG. Oops. Okay. Now you can turn it over and you can go, yay, it works. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, now moving on to the final steps of decoration. Now, has anybody done any stamping, like rubber stamping? Very little. Okay. So now for decorating, on mine, which they can't see, you can show them, it has little polka dots on the front. So if you want to stamp polka dots, you can. I'll stamp mine. So you're going to ink up your stamp, ink, ink, ink. And with these particular stamps, if you kind of start in one corner and do one stamp, and then you kind of line up the edge of the wood with the edge of your previously stamped image, you can kind of stamp it in quadrants, but you need to move it down a little. So, and then you line up the edge of the wood with the edge of the previously stamped image. Some people just go crazy and just go do it however, and that's fine. But if you line up the wood with the edge of your previously stamped image, oh, I didn't do a great job on that one. Then you get polka dots that are fairly even. And if you don't like them, you can always turn it over and start again. No, hang on. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Because they probably wouldn't like that on the tables here. So let's see. All right. Now, this one, once you have it pre-stamped, you can attach it to the front, and that gives you a more layered look. So once you're done stamping, whichever side you like, and if you don't like either side, I have more. I have a few more. If you want another one.
Do you have a suggestion on how much glue to use?
When
Just do the edges again?
I go around the whole outer edges, like all the outer edges. Is that green ink pen not working that great? Oh no,
It's working, yeah.
because yeah, he's got a little bit different
Okay.
color. So now we're going to put tape around the outer edges. I like to attach my paper down pretty good. So
Kathleen Ressler-Moore wants to know if you're in one of the classrooms. Well, you are now.
Is this a classroom, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a classroom. In the basement. But that's okay. We're just happy to be wherever. We're just happy to be joining Josh on campus.
Josh, your doctorate is in ecology and evolutionary biology?
Yeah.
Can you give us a little information on that? In one short sentence, Josh.
Okay, one sentence.
Developing methods to understand how things are related to one another.
Understanding how things are related to one another?
Yep.
Okay.
Developing methods in how,
Developing methods in how.
understanding how things are related to one another.
Okay, great. Did you get that, Kathleen? Developing methods in understanding how things relate to each other.
So we just have a couple pieces to go. We have our pink piece that we can just attach to the bottom. So I forgot to bring gems. Project is ruined. I forgot to bring the gems. And I also did not bring them markers. So anyways, attach your pink piece.
What did you bring us?
I brought you the whole kit.
Should
So-
it go like about kind of halfway between the circle and the
Yep,
bottom?
the pink piece is halfway between the bottom and the circle. And then out of our words, you can pick any word you want. So if you're not sure who it's going to be for, you could just save your words. But if you know what it's going to be for, you can cut one out.
And if you want to make up something to use it for afterwards, you can cross that first message out like Josh does.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to give it for something else, like, if you wanted to say Happy New Year, you could cross out one of these and write Happy New Year, because that's what Josh does.
So I'm doing Go Big or Go Gnome because I'm making Josh's graduation card. I don't think he actually heard me say that, so it's still going to be a surprise to him in a few minutes.
I couldn't get a graduation card because the store was going out of business. They got rid of all the graduation cards. And besides, we should use one of Sarah's cards.
I know, it was a fail, Josh. I did not bring an assortment of graduation cards. So you're gonna, whatever word you want, attach it to your green sparkly paper.
We'll put up the link for the graduation.
No, that'll be later. I'll do that later.
Okay, Sarah's gonna put that link up later for the graduation.
So you're gonna cut out the green sparkle, and this can actually be mounted with foam tape. So you guys can use this.
Trim around it.
I'm just gonna show them about foam tape. Hang on one second.
We could write Happy Mother's Day on those cards,
It needs a gnome on them.
just in case you don't have a Mother's Day card yet for
So
Sunday.
pick whatever word you want, and then you cut your little green sparkle to go behind it.
There you go.
And then you can top it up with foam. Okay. And then on the word sheet, there's also a kite and a flower, so you can color whatever you want and fussy cut it out and attach either of those if you want. Or a graduation hat if this is going to be a graduation card. So. There we have our circle window magic card.
Christmas.
So we have that. And then if they still want to play with stuff, I do have alcohol inks. So they might be playing with alcohol inks if they want. May as well while we're here. Go big or go gnome. So, yes, I'm going to let them play with alcohol inks really quick before they're dismissed from class. So, anyways, let's
Is the
see.
whole school going to be there or just the PhD group?
I think at graduation, tomorrow night is graduation, and I think it is just the graduates. The
PhD or?
it's the graduate college. That's all that's tomorrow. Probably masters and PhD.
Okay.
So yes, Laura, plumber. So, anyways, I think that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on Saturday at 8:30 for our Simply Stamping class, and then approximately 9:45 for comments sold. Hang on, we have a question.
Are you going to restream this on Thursday night?
I am not going to restream this.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Well, I'll try to restream it. I don't know if it's going to restream. It might restream tomorrow,
All right,
so
thank you.
I might be able to do it. So,
Bye.
anyways, thanks for joining us tonight, guys, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Bye.